ones for people that are on task doing the bell ringer, not the people that's talking. Y'all acting brand new today. Y'all normally is much better than this. This is my son for y'all that didn't know. This is my oldest son right here. His name is Victorian. We call him DT. All right, let's review the bell ringer. If you hear my voice, clap your hands one time. All right, so the bell ringer, the first one says, I'll be issuing keyboard points as we're discussing it. So don't make me give you a did not participate or off task or disruptive, Emmanuel and Anderson. Okay, so which of the following can cause a moving object to change direction? Again, we've gone back to quarter one because we will not be repeating the lessons, and I need to make sure that you guys are retaining the information for the 10 ready in May. Okay, hush, hush, and hush. Before you tell me which answer is correct, because some people may not know it, Cameron. It says causing an object to change direction. So we're looking at the one that causes something to change direction. So which one does not cause a change in direction? Acceleration. What is acceleration? Right. It's something that we was going and we just going. We just getting faster and faster. That's what acceleration is. Something that's speeding up. Okay, Daddy, give me the next one that's incorrect and tell me why. B. Why is B wrong? What does velocity mean? Speed, right. Velocity means speed. Nothing to do with changing direction. So give me the correct answer. D. Force. D. Force. Why is it force?
When it pushes it in like a certain direction, that's the direction it goes.
Okay, give me a little bit more.
Because basically it's like when an object is at rest, it stays at rest unless like a bigger force pushes it out the way.
Right, but what type of force causes something to move? Yeah, we talked about it. Balance or unbalanced? Unbalanced. So right. So basically a change in motion is when an object is when it's caused when an unbalanced force is applied to that object. So the answer is D. Who got that right? Raise your hand. Don't lie. I know Emmanuel didn't get it right because he on that computer. Close it. Okay, the next one. A diagram of 7 rock layers is shown here. And this one is going to be a tricky one. I'm telling you now. Because first block, it kind of tricked them. It kind of tricked me too at first. 1 minute, Sean. Okay, so this diagram is showing 7 rock layers, Q through W. Q is at the bottom, W is at the surface. Child. That was Jones. Okay, y'all, so it says the diagram represents a section of the earth that a paleontologist, which is a scientist who studies fossils, has been working with for years. So it says, which statement correctly describes this picture? So before you tell me the correct answer, tell me the wrong answer and tell me why.
The wrong answer would be,
You think A?
no, not A.
Somebody else?
C?
Okay, let's read C. C says layer W and layer U contain fossils that are animal species. I see in U, what are you seeing? Fossils. What do you see in W?
Leaves.
Leaves. So is that true or false? Fall. We see leaves, so, oh, my bad. That was C. Okay, give me another one. Anybody else? Don't everybody speak at once, other than Shashawn. Give me another one that's wrong.
B.
B. B says layer U contains organisms that are older than the organisms found in R. Why is that false?
Because the newer organisms are on top.
The newer organisms will be on top of there, right? That's why you got 100 in place. So give me the correct answer.
A.
A. And see, first block A, it was tricky. Why is A right?
A is right because the W is still least, but it still will be a fossil because it is in the ground.
Right, but W says W contains fossils of organisms that existed on Earth after the ones in U and R. So that means they were still living. So like Malaya said, the W, the ones on the top are the newer ones. So the answer is A, because W was still living when U and R were decomposing. Did y'all understand that?
Yes.
All you need to do is pay attention to the key words. That's why I tell y'all to underline words. Mark on your paper, underline it so you can capture the key words to know, oh, that said after. Because at first, I thought A was wrong until when I saw that word, like, oh, that said after, it tries to trip you up. So I'm trying to help you catch those trips. Okay, let's recite the Today I Will. Today I will uphold class. Today I will so I can
Understand how the earth was formed through the continents drifting apart.
and I know I have it when
I am able to describe orally and in writing explain how drifting continents and plates tectonics started and passed assessment by 80%.
Ooh, I love how y'all write in unison. Y'all need to teach block 1, 3, and 4 to do the same.
Do what?
I said I like how y'all read in unison. Y'all need to teach blocks 1, 3, and 4 how to do that. Because they be like, read together. Okay, so we're going to watch this video on plate tectonics. It's a lengthy video. It's 10 minutes long. And I just want a couple of notes where my main focus is the sheet that you already have in front of you. The definitions is part of your homework, so the extra sheet that's passing out, you can do your definitions on there where you don't have to squeeze them into those lines. That's why I'm giving you this extra paper. If you want to squeeze in your definitions, be my guest, but you don't have to. But I just want you guys to watch. Yes, this is the homework, just the definition part. The definitions and questions 2 through 4 is the homework. The rest we will finish up together, either tomorrow, if we don't do small groups, but I plan on us doing small groups, so we won't finish it tomorrow. And then Thursday, you guys will finish it independently while I am out.
You not coming?
I told you already, my 3rd day of my
Oh,
conference.
I thought you said you were.
Yeah, that's Thursday. So I won't be here Thursday. You guys will have a sub. More than likely, it's probably gonna be Miss Green. I don't see them. I mean, I just said that, but I mean, I put in, so I actually pay for a sub, so they don't have to pick someone from the school to be in the class. They actually take money out of our check for a substitute. So, but yeah. So this video is on what the earth looked like before platonics, before the continents started drifting apart, before when it was Pangea, which was, what's the Greek word Pangea mean? Y'all remember? All lands. It means all lands, because it was a big continent called a supercontinent. So that's the video that we are watching now.
Whole life insurance from Modern Woodman gives Chloe and her family lifelong protection.
Around 2 billion years ago, Earth was a very different place. Pretty much everything was more extreme than it is today. From ocean chemistry to slimy life on land to the creation of land masses. Things were generally a little weird. The oceans would have been inhospitable to most animal life today because they were very low in oxygen but really high in sulfur. Meanwhile, on land, there wasn't much.
It don't mean for you to talk, Richard. I'm gonna move you from
and possibly lichens.
Stop talking. Pick up your pencil and write some notes. Because a lot of you have zeros because you're missing assignments. And Richard, you're one of them because you're on the list for your parent to be called. Just letting you know.
The sun was 5 to 18% less powerful than it is today. Even the rocks under the microbes were fairly stable. Modern plate tectonics, which is the movement of rock plates on top of Earth's mantle, hadn't gotten started yet. The mantle was just too hot, so it bound the continental plates together into a supercontinent, and the plates were flimsy and thin. Because this time in Earth's history was so stable, geologists once called it the boring billion. The billion years from about 1.8 billion to 800 million years ago. But the fact is, this period was anything but boring. In fact, it set the stage for our modern version of plate tectonics and probably for the rise of life.
Nobody should have a laptop open because you should be watching the video.
Today, Earth's plate tectonic cycle is.
I can always just assign an assignment. You can have the laptop open doing the assignment.
Smash together, shallow seas when they rift apart, and even volcanoes when they slide under each other. Plate movement is responsible for some of Earth's most noticeable features, including the Himalayas, the East African Rift Valley, and the Pacific Ring of Fire. They're so important that it's almost hard to imagine what the planet before plate tectonics. To figure that out, we have to go back to when Earth was first settling down from its formation, back to the end of the Archean Eon almost 3 billion years ago. Unfortunately for geologists, a lot of the rock record has been continuously recycled and destroyed through subduction, where one slab of rock slides under another and dives down into the mantle where it melts. That means evidence of the oldest rocks is...
So subduction is when one of the plates slides under the other. I know that's one of your vocabulary words. That's why I stopped it.
Because they've been ripped apart, smashed together, and eroded away. But the Archean rocks that did manage to survive on Earth's surface are spread out all over the world, in places like North America, Australia, Africa, and Eastern Europe. And some are more than 3 billion years old. And that presented a puzzle to geologists who wanted to find out when modern plate tectonics started and what it looked like. Since subduction is one of the main drivers behind today's plate tectonics, they looked for evidence of subduction as a sign of the beginning of ancient plate tectonics. So scientists slowly pieced together evidence from the few surviving rock slabs as well as computer models to start to understand the Archean. You see, geologists can look at minerals in a rock to figure out how deep a piece of land went into the Earth's interior and how hot it got. And they found that starting around 2.78 billion years ago in the late Archean, there is solid evidence that the lithosphere was busy. There were supercontinents breaking apart and forming, mountain-building episodes, and metamorphism, where rocks are transformed by high heat and pressure. Now, that certainly sounds a lot like plate tectonics, but does it really count as the first example of plate tectonics? Well, geologists have opinions about that. It didn't work the same way as the modern version of plate tectonics because Earth's mantle was hotter than it is today, about 250 degrees Celsius hotter. The mantle reached peak temperatures in the Archean and has been slowly cooling since then. So 2.8 billion years ago, the mantle was still holding on to more heat than it is today. Those high mantle temperatures made the crust thin, weak, and easy to deform, like cookies straight out of the oven. The metamorphic rock record shows that if there was subduction into the mantle, the sinking crust stayed pretty shallow, unlike today. It was a different flavor of subduction. That's why some geologists don't think this really counts as the first evidence of plate tectonics. But these early movements of the lithosphere helped separate the crust into plates. Those plates crammed together in one spot, leading to the formation of the supercontinent New Zealand by 1.8 billion
Brought me
years
some
ago.
shoes
Welcome to the so-called boring billion.
and the cabinet.
Listen, if you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead.
No way
That's
that's
how I.
Remember, all of this was over a billion years before the Cambrian.
So there was a time in the universe that they called the boring billion. Because it was literally like over a billion years, nothing happened. Earth was just what it was. There was no life on it, on land, but it was life in the ocean.
The microbes, there was no life on land. It was confined to the ocean. And the ocean was very different than it is now. 2 billion years ago, it was likely that most of the ocean was very low in oxygen. But what it did have in abundance was hydrogen sulfide. And by 1.6 billion years ago, that combination created a condition known as euxinia, which is toxic to most eukaryotes, organisms that have an enclosed nucleus in each cell. But the prokaryotes, simpler life forms that don't have an enclosed nucleus, made the best of their strange environment. Microscopic life forms like archaea were perfectly happy, and so were bacteria like cyanobacteria, which were photosynthetic and could metabolize the abundant sulfur in the ocean. Also, there were purple and green sulfur bacteria, which are brightly colored photosynthetic microbes that can form squishy mats in aquatic environments. They sound like they belong in a
Again, that blank
sci-fi movie,
sheet is
but
for
they're
your
very
definition.
real and still around today. So most of the life found in the boring billion was prokaryotic. And with all this sulfur in the environment, researchers think this period was the stinkiest time on Earth. But to geobiologists, scientists who study the interactions between the biosphere and Earth's physical processes, this period was never boring because it marked the beginning of complex eukaryotic life. For example, in China, there are rock formations that contain fossils of eukaryotes that date back 1.7 billion to 1.4 billion years ago. The majority of these organisms lived in water, like protists and other early eukaryotes. So life on the early supercontinent with limited plate movement was doing okay.
Why your
But it was
your
still
page
all
blank,
microbes
Richard?
and
You
slimy
don't have
gnats
a
trying
note,
to
not even your
survive in
name on it.
super-rich water. So how did we get from there to here, or even to the Cambrian explosion? Well, life needed Earth to shake things up. And that didn't happen in the boring billion, at least not enough to make a huge difference. The old flavor of softer, squishier plate tectonics continued, with minor, shallow subductions around Nuna and the next supercontinent Rodinia. Plates on the outside of the supercontinent were mostly stagnant, but started sinking into the mantle, which was beginning to cool. Then, probably no later than 750 million years ago, during the breakup of Rodinia, the cooler mantle meant that the plates weren't continuously melting and sticking together. Separate slabs of rock could interact, or could bounce in subduction zones. Some geologists say this was the beginning of modern plate tectonics because they have clear evidence of deep subduction. For example, they found metamorphic minerals that could only have formed at high pressure deep in Earth's mantle. And that would have been impossible under the earlier type of plate tectonics, when the plates stayed shallower and softer. So experts are still debating whether the earlier period of subduction really counts as the beginning of plate tectonics. And some say there was even older evidence of tectonic movement as far back as 4 billion years ago. But
didn't
there's
bring me
one
one
thing that they all agree on.
yesterday.
Plate tectonics helped shape the planet into the habitable world we know today. As supercontinents like Rodinia broke up into separate plates, the slabs jostled each other, smashing together or moving apart. When two plates separate from each other, oceanic ridges form, which are underwater mountain ranges where hot magma constantly comes out and cools, becoming part of the plates. This process is called seafloor spreading. Today, seafloor spreading is occurring in several ocean basins, and oceanic ridges are some of the best places to find hydrothermal activity, where the water interacts with hot, fresh ocean crust.
Oceanic
These
crust
vents
and the
are
continental
hotspot
crust.
biodiversity, especially because they are so rich in iron and silica and
Divert. You want me to rewind it?
which are underwater mountain ranges where hot magma.
Oh shoot, my bad. I accidentally cut it down.
Today, seafloor spreading is occurring. This helps shape the planet into the habitable world we know today. As supercontinents like Rodinia broke up into separate plates, the slabs jostled each other, smashing together or moving apart. When two plates separate from each other, oceanic ridges form, which are underwater mountain
oceanic
ranges where
ridges.
hot
I heard
magma
it.
constantly comes out and cools, becoming part of the plates. This process is called seafloor spreading. Today, seafloor spreading is occurring in several
So
ocean
seafloor
basins.
spreading is when the seafloor, when two plates break apart and the magma shoots up from beneath the Earth's surface. What type of rock is formed when that happens? Igneous.
basins. And oceanic ridges are some of the best places to find hydrothermal activity, where the water interacts with hot, fresh ocean crust. These vents are hotspots for biodiversity, especially because they are so rich in iron and silica, important fertilizers for many life forms. And moving plates can constantly create new habitats and destroy others, which promotes rapid diversification of life. Researchers have shown that biodiversity increases really fast when there's more continental fragmentation. Plus, the arrangement of continents can impact ocean circulation, climate, carbon cycling, and many of the other processes that help shape life on Earth. So it turns out that the boring billion wasn't really boring at all. Earth was just settling down and getting ready for its next big move. And today, we're the only planet known to have this type of plate tectonics. So while the movement of continental plates can be destructive, it might have also been pretty important for pushing life past the squishy microbe stage to create the lush, complex diversity of living things that we know today.
Again, because I'm just reviewing a lot.
If you're a
for the
fan of
people that was
eons,
not
then
here
you'll love the new
yesterday.
PBS
There was a lot of you not here yesterday.
Prehistoric road trip.
And we're on a new lesson on plate tectonics. So I'm trying to catch you guys up. So plate tectonics is basically when the earth at one point in time was all together like a puzzle. All the continents fit together, the oceans, everything fit together perfectly as a puzzle. And then things start to happen within the earth, within the mantle, and started making things shift. So the plates started shifting and started crossing over each other, and then they started making pieces of earth start breaking apart, making gigantic pieces of it, and then those gigantic pieces became the continents that we see today. So again, plate tectonics is the theory that Earth's crust is divided into gigantic pieces. It slowly moved over the mantle. Again, you're writing the words in your own words, so I'm not staying here for you to write this. This is part of your homework anyway for the vocabulary. I'm just going over it with you. The continental drift is the theory that the Earth's continents moved and drifted over time to what they are currently are. This is everything grouped together in the large pieces, and then these is the continents moving apart. Take the hood off, stop talking. All hoods off, my fact. And get some earbuds out y'all ear. Who y'all think y'all fooling? So again, the plate tectonics is when the earth is divided into giant pieces and slowly started moving apart. The continental drift is when the continents at one point in time were together and they started drifting over time, approximately 13 centimeters per year to where they currently are. Alfred Wegener is the German geophysicist who proposed that the continents were once connected. He was doing research in 1910, and I guess he was looking at a map and he realized that the top eastern part of South America looked like it fit perfectly into the western part of Africa. So he said, oh, let me do some research so I can see if at one point in time these things were connected, and his research turned out to the theory was true. Okay, the seafloor spreading is basically new oceanic crust is formed when two plates under the ocean split apart, and then the magma beneath the earth pushes up above the surface. And again, that's how igneous rocks are formed. Through magma in the inside, and then we have the intrusive igneous rocks, and then we have the extrusive rocks. We're not talking about extrusive, we're only talking about the intrusive igneous rocks at the moment. Okay, divergent boundary is the location at which the plates are moving away from each other. So like when I was getting ready to say, Richard, I need you and Osmond to move away from each other. Y'all are gonna divert, like now. Get up here. Divergent boundary, moving away, separating. Since y'all don't know how to stop talking. Okay, convergent boundary is the area where two or more plates collide, where two or more plates touch each other, or like a car crash, collide into each other. And as you can see, they are colliding, but you see this plate eventually slides above this one, and then this plate eventually slides below this one, and that's called the subduction. When the plates, once they collide and they slide above or below each other. Okay, so I already had you, we talked about that. We imagine the continents were together, it looks like a puzzle. And on page 370 in your book is where it talks about the German geophysicists who discovered that the continents at one point in time were connected. So that's why I'm reading that part. Okay, again, subduction is when two plates meet and then one slides under the other. So as you can see, these two plates are meeting, but then this one's going under this one, this one's going that way. These two are meeting, that one's going that way, that one's going above. And then transform is where two plates slide sideways past each other, causing friction. And this type of boundary is what causes earthquakes to occur. Because if something is constantly rubbing up against each other, causing friction, then of course it's gonna cause a problem. It's gonna start, the ground gonna start breaking apart because it's causing friction, it's heating up, it's gonna cause cracks in the earth, and then here comes the earthquake. Okay, law of superposition is basically within the layers of the sedimentary rock, the younger layers lie on top. That makes sense, right? If something died hundreds of years ago, of course it would be deep down within the earth than something that just died yesterday, right? So basically the law of superposition is basically saying that younger layers of the sedimentary rock lay on top of the older layers. If we were to go out and plant something today, and then 2 months from now go and plant something on top of that, what we planted on top would be younger than what we planted 2 months ago. Then the ring of fire. The ring of fire is the path around the Pacific Ocean where most earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur. And I'm wondering why they call it the ring of fire. So that's something that we're going to get into. Why do you think they call that the ring of fire? It says it's the place where volcanoes and volcanic eruptions and earthquakes occur the most.
Because it's more like big circle where like fires happen.
Right, because volcanoes, lava and magma is what? Hot, right, cause fires, right. So all of this is volcano areas. So that's why they call it the ring of fire. Again, the layers of the earth, they go from the crust, the mantle, the outer layer, and the inner layer, but they also have different layers according to the plate tectonic. So in the main crust and in the outer part of the mantle, we have the lithosphere, which is basically the upper part of the crust, and then this upper part of the mantle, this brown part. And this part is made up of rocks, the part we walk on. Makes sense. This part of the mantle is made up of liquid. And that's where the plates start shifting start crossing each other in this part. The plates are located here, but they start shifting in between here, in the inside. And then the astheosphere is, like I said, where they actually start crossing each other. And so the lithosphere again is the top, the crust and the top part of the mantle. That's where the plates are. And then we have the crust. Y'all gonna open it up for this. And then we have the crust. It's the upper part of the lithosphere, which is made up. which is made up of rocks and soil. Like I said, makes up the ground we walk on, rocks and soil. And then the astrosphere is the rest of the mantle where the plates actually slide. So here is an illustration of how the earth looked before the continents started shifting, but this was when plate tectonics started happening, where the gigantic pieces started breaking into gigantic pieces. So we have the North American plate, the Euro-Asian plate, which is now Europe and Asia, the African plate, the South American plate, the Antarctic plate, and then we have smaller plates as well. Turn around. And why are you right there? I told you to move right there. So tell me, Richard, if the continents were once together, do you think land travel was easier or harder? Why? Right. Well, see, I'm glad you at least know the answer. But I bet your friends that's back there talking don't know it. Emmanuel, would travel be easier or harder if the continents were together? Translate, Melvin, please.
Si todos los países estuvieran juntos, ¿no sería para pasar para el otro lado Atlántico?
Difícil porque la Tierra está separada.
No, si estaba junto a la Tierra.
Oh, tendría que dividir territorios.
What would you say?
It would be like hard because you have to divide territories.
See, you ain't paying attention. We are not talking about politics. We're talking about dividing territories. No, it will be easier. Now take that earbud out your ear, and you too, Anderson.
Wait, but what about cars though? Cars wouldn't be able to travel that long because of gas.
There were no cars.
There were no cars. We walked.
Oh,
We walked.
It was bikes, bro.
Even then, it wasn't horses yet. Like they hadn't found horses. Like we talking about. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the Bering Strait what you was talking about. So again, the lithosphere is made up of rocks and minerals that form the crust.
Turn around. Turn around.
I'm gonna see if I can find the video on the Bering Strait so we can show them. The lithosphere is made up of rocks and minerals that form the crust and the top of the mantle, and then the lithosphere is divided up into plates. And those plates are broken up into large slabs of rock that slowly glide. 13 centimeters per year is how much the plates glide. So like an inch per year, because 12 centimeters is an inch, but they say 13. Some places say 1 inch, like that video we watched yesterday, and then this one says 13. So 12, 13, we're looking at 1 inch, 1.1 inch. And then the plates are made up of continental and oceanic crust. Okay, here's a diagram of the continents, how they look like they fit perfectly in a puzzle. Yes, we have a few pieces cut off. They probably was some island somewhere, or some pieces that got broken off due to some earthquakes or some volcanoes or some other type of natural disaster. But as you can see, it does look like that at one point in time, everything fit perfectly, and then it started separating. Okay, tectonic plates cause continents to move on land. So when they move on land, it's called continental drift. So over 200 million years, the continents slowly drifted apart to where they are. And then in water, sea floor spreading is when the two plates on the sea floor split, and then the magma floats up, fills the space. The sea floor gets longer, and then igneous rocks is formed. So again, when plate tectonics takes place on land, we're talking about the continental drift, where the continents move, land moves. And then when we're talking about plate tectonics with the continents in water, we're talking about the sea actually spreading apart and lava, magma floating up, forming igneous rocks. Okay. So Pangea means supercontinent, because at one point in time in that video we saw, everything was together, one big old continent. It wasn't Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctic, what did I leave out? Y'all don't know the rest? Y'all help me?
China is in Asia.
China is in Asia. No. Okay, so the evidence that the continent was once a supercontinent because they fit together like a puzzle. Some fossils found on different continents. So it's like, how does fossil get all the way over here when it's only found over here?
Yeah, because you got, they find, trying to say it right, mastodons, the ancient elephants in America.
Right, right. And then fossils found in unusual places, so like warm weather fossils found in some cold areas and then vice versa. So like, how they get all the way over here? And then some same rock types found in different continents as well. And so the evidence also is the age of the rocks on the ocean floor. That was the law of superposition. So the age of the rocks, when we're talking about the sedimentary rocks, the ones lower are older than the ones that are at the top.
If you go skip class, you wouldn't be here to talk.
Okay. And what evidence do we have to support the theory of the seafloor spreading? What evidence? How do we know the seafloor spreading happened? I just said it. It was just on the previous slide.
Because some person said that it looks similar to something from years ago.
Because the plates did what?
They spread it. They split. It fills the space for.
First of all, we have igneous rocks, so that's evidence that something had to occur to make igneous rocks, and we know magma makes igneous rocks, so we know something had to have split to make magma even come up. We gonna stop. I'm gonna go on, but I may read it. Okay, go ahead and answer number 2, 3, and 4 on the worksheet.
The best way to find it is to look up either Native American migration or American.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up
And it
right
will
now.
show you how they transfer from Asia to Americas. And they kept going further south.
So okay, I'm finna type it in. So number 2 on the worksheet says, in 2 to 3 complete sentences, summarize the hypothesis of continental drift. Of course, you don't have to write 2 to 3 sentences, but what was the hypothesis of the continental drift? What did the continental drift state?
All of Earth continents were once together, they broke apart.
Thank you. I bet they didn't get it, but glad you got it on your paper. You can repeat it one more time, Malia. Number 2. Number 2.
All of Earth's continents were once together, then broke apart.
All of Earth's continents were once together and broken apart. Number 2 on your paper.
That's just the homework.
But I was helping y'all.
Did you get some glue for your pen?
Did I get some?
Glue for your pen?
I didn't yet.
Where's the homework?
That is it. I'm finna give y'all the exit ticket. That's what I really need you to do.
Yeah, I lost one.
The vocabulary and number 2, 3, and 4 was the homework.
Your turn.
What is it? Look at you, Miss Ma'am, already done. Okay, here's the exit ticket. It's in Schoology, so if you have a laptop or device, do it there. Raise your hand if you don't have a device. Yeah, you gonna keep your device. The exit ticket is in Schoology. You have one. Exit ticket. Exit ticket is in Schoology. Richard, where's your laptop? Yeah, we'll get it done. Where your laptop? We're talking. Exit ticket. Now, I'm no longer, from now on, if the exit ticket is not done by the end of class and I get home, it's gonna be a 0. Because exit tickets are not homework. They are the ending of class for me to make sure that you understand what I've taught. And again, it's in Schoology under the February homework and exit ticket folder. There's a new folder. It says February homework and exit ticket is at the very top. It's at the very top of. Oh, wait a minute, my bad. I forgot we in second block. My bad. Hold up. It's not empty. Yes. Yes. You can use whatever he needs to use. Y'all know when y'all do it on paper, it take me longer to get it graded. I don't be understanding why y'all just won't do it the way I need you to do it. Okay, refresh it. It should be there, Francisco.
Refresh it, it should be there.
Refresh it. It should be there. Get off the game and do the exit ticket, fellas, right now. The February vote, yes, that right there. Click in there and it says exit ticket. That's what I need you to do. And what I may do is, since I gave y'all this for classwork and homework, I'm gonna upload the actual the whole worksheet in there. Even though y'all doing it on paper, you know, in case somebody lose theirs, you know. Hey, good morning. So that's what I'm gonna do. Matter of fact, I can do it right now. Okay, give me just a second. Give me just a second. 7. This what I need right here. With this course. Folder. February homework. Homework.
She said, leave her alone.
That's what she said.
That's what you should say. I don't think that's what she
Again, I'm putting that worksheet that you guys have into the folder as well, but you have it on paper. But just know it's there for you if you need it. Now let me check the folder to make sure it's there. Oh, no, cancel. All right, and it has been published. And then doing flex, you guys supposed to log on to your ELA class and do some type of reading, some kind of writing. So I'm letting you know, at 12, that's what you will be doing. This is Miss Lorman, them got y'all doing this, so don't ask me. This is cause I guess y'all not doing too good on the reading and writing part on the test, so.
Turn that off.
Everybody should be doing their exit ticket. Everybody. Thank you.
I'm gonna do mine too. Thank you.
I know it says the third, but that's the one. Cause remember, I didn't give y'all one yesterday. Third block was the only one that got one. And that's because they wasn't on task. Oh, well, if you already did it, you know the answer. So go ahead and do it and get a free grade.
Do what?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that ELA for PLC thing.
Oh. Oh, well, it's already done, then you good with If you had the exit ticket by paper, hand it in by 12. Yeah, I do want that because that's homework. But I don't want it yet. Can you keep it till Thursday?
Miss Mayo, I need help.
No, I'm talking about somebody else.
Do we have homework?
Which I just gave you.
This?
No, the sheet.
Oh.
The definitions in questions 2, 3, and 4. Did you hear me? The definitions in 2, 3, and 4 is the homework. That's it.
You said in Spanish or English?
I want it in English.
¿Serio?
Open the wrong
Para hacerlo más rápido, lo dices.
Ayúdame con tu verga.
Anybody need help submitting their exit ticket? They need to have a class one day where they just teach y'all that. People that don't know how to submit their work. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Why you got a mask on?
Who?
You want me to notice you so bad.
I don't know, you know, sometimes they just, I don't know. Cause I know, you know, what's the name? He wear pants every day. Wanda. Yeah, he wear pants every day.
Tú eres un boxito.
Por eso, pero para usted cómo te has puesto, pendejo. ¿Quieres jugar al PlayStation? Sí, de por sí nunca me prestas. Vení. Yo te tengo que ahora sí.
Por favor. Voy deportado a México.
So the homework from the 27th and 28th group, I suggest you get it in.
Miss Mel, finish
Lord, it hurts. I didn't call you. Your name not Dory.
Skipper, dá meu telefone.
Guilty about something.
Bye, bye, bye.
No sé para qué dice que va a jugar ahí, que no dijo.
I don't never come back here. You want somebody to know the street so bad.
Oh, I'm noticed. I don't have to make nobody know.
You still know that you're I said, God.
Your girl's still good? Girl, what I lost his mom.
At least I can, I should know, I found somebody.
Como que mi casa está al máximo de la eso va por la primera, sí, Nacho.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore, little boy.
Oh, I don't want you to talk
Yes,
to
you
me.
do.
No, I don't. Can you leave now?
Give me a dollar.
Leave now?
Give me a dollar, I won't come back.
You're that broke, but you say you make money, but you need it all.
I said I need, I said I want a dollar.
Well, you ain't gonna get no dollar, so there's no point in you standing right there. Bye now. Mom off. Bye, you're done.
Came and sleep in my PLT.
Let me see. No, let me see that baby. Let me see that baby.
No, you dismissed me, bye.
Yeah, you're dismissed. Bye.
Ya que no la conoce.
All right, y'all need to log on to the ELA, to your ELA class. And it says writing, writing something. Somebody pull it up so I can read exactly what it says.
Reiniciar. No. Mira, el hijo de tu puta madre, parece.
Girl, fuck. Go make you spray. Ice spice. And where's the biggest eyebrows? Ice spice don't got no.
Tu hermano, ¿y tú? ¿Y tú? A la verga, ¿dónde está tu árbol? Si yo no estoy diciendo nada, ella dice que...
No, tú estás diciendo yo te digo.
No, por eso. Pero tú dijiste estamos haciendo un live. El año para que es más fácil para...
Güey, yo no puedo abrir los ojos.
En cambio, el año te pide muchas cosas.
Alright, are y'all on the ELA? Everybody needs to log on to their ELA. And show me. I don't want the homework until Thursday. I want the exit. This is the exit ticket. That's homework. This is the exit ticket. In Schoology. Yeah, it's on Schoology. What is this? This is homework. I need this. This is the homework. Y'all doing too much, because first of all, vocabulary questions 2, 3, and 4.
What is the exit ticket?
The
exit.
It depends on its own.
Look at the photo.
Somebody go to their computer on ELA. Let me see what you're supposed to be doing. Even if you finished it, I want to see it, Melissa. I just want to see what I'm supposed to be looking at.
A ver, voy a jugar con el tuyo, pendejo. ¿Qué gusta? Ey, un lápiz. Puta madre.
You know how food you did on the computer? This is for yesterday.
I know. I didn't give it to y'all yesterday. It's for today.
Oh, it's for today?
Yes. Huh? It says 2-3. It just says exit ticket. In the February homework and exit ticket folder. This is February, not January.
Thank you.
Okay, in your book. Okay, if you already done it, then I'll have it. Everybody get in your seat. Jay, you need to get from under there because there's something y'all have to do. You need to go to your ELA class on Zoom. And then it says, what you said, say Malaya, flex writing?
Yeah.
Argumentative or something? No, you was not. No, you was not. No, you was not. You was not. No.
Yes, I was. En serio, me vale leer.
Again, get in your seat. Get your laptops out. Go to your ELA class in Schoology and do the flex writing. It's in there. I didn't assign this. I'm not gonna say sit down again, Richard. I'm not gonna say get on the computer again.
Girl, I thought it was going in there.
No para guardar parking. Después, ¿verdad? Nomás tienen que meterte en opciones, fotitud y
Lo que me manda es
espérate, yo te voy a ayudar.
¿Por qué lo ganaste? Igual. I was standing right there, I was watching it. My mom was sitting on the bed and Lily sitting on the bed. Because he was like, and then he got, and then I guess I got, I was like, no! Oh, okay. Did I just want? Yeah, you tried to again.
Yo me vi la señal inicial y eso todavía no salió ni siquiera.
¿Cuál es? They like mark their territory.
Again, go to your ELA folder. It says flex writing argumentative statement or something. And I will be walking around. They get from under there, get your laptop and get what I said done.
Yes, she got
And I think this goes for everybody. Everybody, because all of y'all have writing on the flex. And then you have a drop down box or something that you're supposed to drop the statement to the box. Come on, do the exercise. Get on the ELA. After you do my exercise. Get on the ELA right now. But I still need you to sit down, because you disrupted them and they obviously down. Might still remain on ELA statement. It's not that all day in somebody else's class. Well, if you've done it, sit down. Everybody else ain't done it. You're gonna talk about what you done. They clearly ain't done it.
Somebody snatch me. Get her too.
This look good.
It's just about
Miss Mayo, you should make this and bring me some. Huh?
I'm saying, what is it?
It's like a pan, it got steak, potatoes and cheese on it. You paid it?
How you got the free dough?
Under there.
How you do it?
You don't know how to do it?
Steak, cheese, and potatoes and corn. Ooh, I may send this picture to my baby. Girl, send me that picture. Send me that. I promise you, girl, we be cooking, honey.
You do that breakfast or the next one?
I'm hungry. I'm finna order me something to eat. Probably ain't gonna even be here in time.
Okay, but they line your shit up.
Do you got another breakfast? It's free too, it's only like a $1. Just care for the people. Okay, Bella.
Excuse me.
Sunny. Great time.
Excuse me.
Mira cómo me mata pero ¿por qué le das la
Are we?
It's 540.
Me, but I can go. This gives your body. It's like hanging out.
Except for my room upstairs. Except for the room upstairs, so they'll $5, but the room downstairs all that. My room, your boss, my room is pink, the other room is pink, the other room is white, and the other room is yellow. Like my soul, I'm like. Taylor Swift!
Where does this work? No work.
I don't know what you heard that Grammys. Billie Eilish.
What is it divided into? What?
What's that? It's called T-Spill or Spill Tea. But she was talking
Divided into what? What is it?
It's called conversion camp.
whatever. Say,
He's gonna wanna drop himself on purpose. He's always gonna be dropping himself.
No.
I'm scared for you.
Oh,
Este fue mi primer juego.
girl, I'm not going to kill.
Igual, súper, todo el mundo.
That's
a mierda, loco.
Yeah, my charger.
That's everything is Miss Mayo.
What?
Asexual, a different way of giving birth.
Oh!
Sexual.
Yeah.
Exactly. He just said I'm asexual. Like, what are you talking about? You done lost me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're nah, that means something else.
I know what I'm talking about.
Loco, ya no siento mis pies.
Somebody out. Like, I feel like you can see right now, like his balls or something. But like, me, like, bro, yeah, she was talking about. I feel like you're the type to like go to fucking McDonald's. Yes. It's a real like a fucking chicken sandwich and they don't give it to you.
The definitions in 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Yeah. So these and then 2, 3, and 4.
A la escuela, puta pendejo, ¿dónde lo dejaste?
Can we use the bathroom?
Line up if you want to go to the bathroom, I guess.
¿Quién te va a clavar? De buena.
Hey, get your charger.
Volume. Wait a minute, what's the difference?
Like you got on is kind of like volume.
Okay.
Like you got a caterpillar on it.
I don't want a caterpillar on my eye. I don't want that. I don't want to be looking like a
I did
caterpillar.
that the other day to somebody.
For real?
Like, yes. And I was like, girl, can you see? And she's like, girl, yes.
Yeah, look at how you looking like, no, you can't. No, I don't. What? Oh, can I warm my coffee up real quick? Anybody else have to use the restroom? Because Miss Wilson is out here, so I don't have to take the whole class. Syed, do you have to use the restroom? You got to use the restroom. Anybody else? All right.
I'm a swerve in that corner.
Hey, y'all. Yep. I'm skipping. Y'all was skipping yesterday. Y'all was skipping. Where was y'all at then? Why? I don't get to stay home. Man, we don't care nothing about no February the 3rd.
If we came, we would have been before this.
No, you would not have been. Nobody was here.
They would have.
Nobody came and we wasn't allowing that.
They would have stopped us in the middle of the road.
No, we wouldn't have done. There's procedure. We won't allow that to happen.
They checked my friend's bus.
For real?
Yes.
Do he go here? Where he go?
We got deported.
You telling me a tale? Are you being for real?
Yes.
Who is your friend? Name him. Melvin over there.
He came back.
So he got deported and came all the way back. Yes. Melvin is not even Mexican.
He's Hispanic.
Right. He's from, didn't you tell me El Salvador? Yeah, Guatemala. I think, didn't you tell me you was born here? Which one of y'all told me out? That was Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, your boyfriend? I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, where's Eric at? Cause I made him a sign for Yaelin. It say, "Will you be my Valentine?" No, she better say yes. She like Will.
She is not gonna be Wilmer.
No,
Yeah.
she like Eric.
No.
I'm still fighting for Eric.
Forgot you were in the classroom. Come on, ladies.
Hey, too much noise going on in here. Don't play with me, Cameron. Come on, get on back in here. What you doing? Get in here. Fine. I need some. How your thing sticking? Oh, they gave me a broken one. That's crazy.
It's always your brother.
Yeah. This didn't even get hot. Hey, I'll be right back. Sit down. Sit down. It ain't hot.
Let's not.
It ain't hot.
No, you said it. You said it. I didn't know. Okay, but I didn't know that it was I didn't know.
Was that your schedule? I'll see you for lunch. My hands was full. Thank you. Sit down, Richard, and stop playing.
Pero sí la atreverse a una colaboración.
Talisha, you gotta fight back.
Hey, that don't even sound real like my name.
Right. Talisha up.
Hey, get Tasha.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hell no.
What he say? What did you just say? Oh, he cut somebody out. Make sure you take all your stuff with you. Don't leave no papers in here, and don't leave your laptops in here.
That's why this strawberry pop tart and this one last one. You told me to come here.
Girl, she ain't playing. She ain't playing with him about her pop tart.
I'm just throwing up a class Saturday. I'm going to try to get nasty.
Thank you. Alright, y'all can, we got like 2 more minutes. We can get like situated, lined up, and get your stuff together so you can watch out the door.
You gonna be like, sorry.
All your papers,
I'm keeping it so people.
but that's what we want to do. Get ready to go, pack up. I'm not waiting for y'all. Packing up.
Nobody care about you. Shut up.
Pack it up.
I knew she was gonna say that too. I said that. She was saying big S. Big Slim.
Come on,
Big
get
Slim
lined
man.
up. Come on, line up, line up, line up, line up. Grab all your belongings. Grab all your belongings. All your belongings.
Get there, you gonna some books out of the way.
I don't care if you say so. So right, pick your papers up. Everybody left your papers in here, get them. Can you keep it till Thursday? Because I don't want to.
Shut up. This one answer the fucking info. Shut up.
No, not bad.
This is not an AD contract. What did you ask him? Did you see anybody use that?
Don't open that door. I did not say leave out of here.
Come back in.
I'm coming.
Wait, what are we at?
Line up, come on, line up. Excuse me, Leo, excuse me. Excuse me, y'all.
Isabella and her.
Go to the end of the locker. Come on behind my left, at the end of the locker. Get behind my left. Get behind my left.
Why did he want to get to the locker?
Get behind my left. Stand behind my left. Stand behind my left. Where you going, Jeremy? I like the weather. All right, come on, Malia. Get behind me. Get behind me. Get behind me. Arshad, get where you need to be. Diver, get behind me. Y'all too loud. Line up. Can y'all calm down? Man.
Right there, man. I was like, man, y'all, man.
And Joshua, stop. Come on, girl. Huh? Yeah. Unless, I don't know, unless they start you an account. But yeah, I've always had cash. Because when I didn't have cash, I couldn't get nothing. But one time they did let me get it and I brought the money back. I want to get 2 bags of the flaming hot chips. Thank you.
I'm just running around this corner right there to KFC and come on back.
It looked like it is, but I'm not sure. Okay.
She's abusing me, Miss Mayo.
You want some chips or something?
Yeah.
Come on in, have a seat. Nobody needs you walking around. Have a seat.
All right, wait till I get that microphone.
I'm gonna give you the money for them. I want them back.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Table one. Table one. Have a seat. Table 2 on the far side. Let's go. Table 2 on the far side. Once you get your lunch, have a seat.
Yanni, I need you to get your assignments in. Are you sure? Okay, I'm gonna check. When I go upstairs, I'm gonna grade some papers upstairs. You gave them to me by paper, right, Yanni? That's what I'm saying. You gave it to me on paper, right? Not in the computer, on paper? Okay, when I go upstairs, I'm gonna grade some papers. I'm gonna specifically look for yours so I can put your grades in. You good, Anna? Good?
Fellas, let's go ahead and have a seat. Derek, Jack, Rapper, have a seat. Doing all that.
That's because I came late 2 days.
Yep, and they've been the exit ticket.
I came late.
But I put them in Schoology, so it's no excuse. And we family, so there's no excuse. Your mom is gonna be like, Kawan, why are you not doing
I came late today.
Mayo's class.
I was coming late. Every day.
I don't be caring about the bell ringer. That's cool because that's in the morning. I'm talking about at the end of the day. I'm telling you to do the exit ticket. And that's what I be needing you to do. The exit ticket. They didn't have no dressing. It's okay. It don't matter. Ooh, this look different. I like this. Okay, Kawan. Ooh, this is different. Hey. Ooh, I like this. Let me tell Miss what's her name. I got some food coming.
You gotta go to school again, and then it's like another question you gotta answer.
I'm supposed to have some food delivered at like, I can say that 1 or 1:10, so I'll just come back down here.
I wasn't gonna do the certificate.
I mean, it's like, it doesn't bother me, that ain't my money.
Hey, excuse me.
Like I can have the good, and all that, that's how I told you, I just registration drive.
They just made up some stuff with this daggone salad. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I'll be back.